onwards. So, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please take over the call now.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Yasam Tato Jayam Mudiraya Nashtaprayashu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnavashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namne Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prachari Nirvisheshunmadi Pashatiri Satarane Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Bande Shri Gurun Dinatarinam Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhika Talayate Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Thad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. So we are continuing the discussion from Canto 7, Chapter 12, text number 10. So due to, I just looked into the sloka. What we will do is we'll continue our discussion and go from there. Okay, I just read the sloka. All right, so this particular sloka very clearly giving us an understanding that who we are. And what is the purpose of this life? And how can we become free from the dualities? Proper, very beautifully given those details in the translation that one should be completely free from this material inabilities of this life. He says one should be free from I and my concept. Because actually what we are seeing right now, what is our external manifestation which we are seeing, that is not we actually. I was thinking about this and it is giving clear indication that entire time we are there with this only which we are not. We see that this is winter, the skin will be, it will be burnt out and then we need to put like lotion and everything. We need to put lotion to the face, body. There's body lotion, face lotion, so many different things. If you go to Walmart, you will find so many things which is congenial to the senses. It gives us an opportunity to get them. That we're not saying that we shouldn't use it, but the intention is why we are using it. Very important. Why we are perceiving this? Why am I using this or why am I doing this? Why am I perceiving all these beauty, all these things? We should have a clarity in our life. That is how we will come out of the dualities of this world. Without this clarity, it is very difficult to come out of dualities. That is the reason Nashta Prayashu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. We should continuously be absorbed. In the teachings of Bhagavatam, the glories of our acharyas. I was just discussing on the importance of disappearance day of our acharyas. Today is the disappearance day of Srila Ramanujacharya, who's the epitome who established Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, who is none other than Anantashesh. One time Lord Vishnu goes to Anantashesh and then he says, see, this material world is degrading further because that is a sign of Kali Yuga. This was 1,000 years back. And the Lord is he was dejected, seeing all his sons all his daughters going away from him. So much dejected, just like a father who is dejected when he sees his children kicking on his heart and then going away. You see so many things, right? The boy and the girl, they love each other. They forget everything. They forget, they forget what father has given. They forget what mother has given. Both the sides, they both forget and then they jump. How would the father feel in that situation? He's sad, dejected, morose, very sad because he has a relation. When you multiply it unlimited times, that is what Lord is feeling with us. He's feeling, Arey, when will my child will come? When will they come? Hare Krishna, my request to the devotees, if you can switch on your videos, that would be great. Because I want to. This is a small session. I will not take much time. I will wind up by 8. If possible, if you can switch on the video, I can see so that at least I can see somebody. So what am I trying to say here is the father is dejected. Dejected in what? He's trying to he's trying to do what? He's trying to perceive. Arey, my child has left me. How will my child be? How will my son be? How will my daughter be? I'm in separation of them. He will feel the pain in the heart. When you multiply it unlimited times, that is what Lord is feeling with us right now. He wants us back in his world. He wants us back in the spiritual world. Now it is up to us how we take it. How we take it to the heart. This is the most important thing. Dear devotees, unless and until we establish this core principle that my father is waiting for me, that he is there, he is asking me to come to him. That is the reason he sent his acharyas. That is the reason he sent all his exalted Vaishnavas. So that was the reason why Ramanujacharya was being sent. Because Ramanujacharya, who is Anantashesh himself, he was sent because to preach this cult of God consciousness, about the Lord, about Krishna, about Vishnu. That was the intention why he was sent. The same trouble we see in the life of Srila Prabhupada. So much troubles and tribulations, so many difficulties. At the fag end, 70 years, I know there are a lot of senior people on this call. Do you all realize how the body would react? Very difficult, right? Agree? You all agree with me? The body reacts. Body reacts actually. It keeps us in a difficult situation, traumatic situation, because the age is increasing. When age increases, what happens? We cannot concentrate. Cannot. What to, I was just thinking what Srila Prabhupada went through. He had to cook by himself. He has nobody. He is actually feeding so many people when he came to New York. So many situations he went through. And then his god brothers were not helping him. He was trying to tell you come to the West, there is a lot to be preached. And then they were not helping him in India. He goes to one of his god brothers' temple, but he stays only for a few months and then he comes back out because he was being sent out. That you cannot stay here. He went through so many difficulties. But in every difficulty, In every situation, in every difficult situation, what is he doing? He's depending more and more. He's taking the shelter more and more. Ramanujacharya, he was poisoned. He was about to be killed by his spiritual master, Hare Krishna, Yadav Prakash. Yadav Prakash wanted to kill Ramanujacharya because Ramanujacharya is becoming great. He's becoming famous. If he becomes famous, what's gonna be, what's gonna happen to me? This is what he was thinking, Yadav Prakash. Actually, Ramanujacharya is a disciple of Yadav Prakash. He's learning the science very nicely, and then everybody is attracted to him because he's naturally, who is he? Ananta Shesh. Who is Ramanujacharya? Ananta Shesh. Balramji. In few days, Nityananda Trayadashi is coming. Who is Nityananda Ram? Balramji. What are they trying to give us? Unlimited wealth. Not dollars, 500K, $1 million. It's nothing. If those 500K and $1 million, if it is not used in the service of Krishna, no hope. We will never understand Krishna consciousness. Never. If we do not have right attitude, we will never ever get this master of Krishna consciousness. Everything has to be used in the service of Krishna. This life or next life, but we have to use in the service of Krishna. Neha Abhikramana Pratyavayana Vidyate. Swalpam, little endeavor, it will not be diminished. Just think, if little endeavor is not diminished, if we put our full efforts on it, then what's going to happen? Lord will be immensely pleased. So a question will naturally come here, that when Ramanujacharya came to this world, then why Yamunacharya is dejected with him? So he is also learning the Vedas, Puranas. He also knows the science of spirituality. Then how come he wanted to kill Ramanujacharya? How come he wanted to do that? He's a person whom he trained so many people. There are so many disciples of Yamunacharya. And why is he not Yamunacharya? Yadav Prakash. I'm so sorry. Please excuse me. Not Yamunacharya. Yamunacharya is another. Is the spiritual master of Ramanujacharya later on. So why Yadav Prakash is doing that? Because he's feeling insecure. What is he feeling? Insecure. So likewise, if we are not aspiring to do services, only one thing which is missing. What is that? Association with the Vaishnava. If we take that association, then we will do it. That is a problem. That is the only thing which is missing, association. When right association is there, dear devotees, then what happens? We will do pure devotion service. Anya abhilashita sunyam. This life, I don't know when this life will be gone. My dear Lord, I got this opportunity today. My dear Lord, today I got this opportunity to glorify you. Today I got this opportunity to serve you. Let me do this to the full of my ability. Let me do this to my heart. I don't want anything else of this world. I simply want to serve you. Anya abhilashita sunyam. We can achieve this state within quick time if we take right association. We are associating, still we have anchoring to the materialistic desires. That means we are not taking right association. This is a barometer to check. For example, we are taking association, but still we want to watch movies, watch YouTube, watch this, watch that. That's all nonsense actually. If we are still getting this desire to do that, that means somewhere there is problem. We need to check. Did ever Srila Prabhupada told in our books that watch movies? Did they ever told that to do? No, it's not there. Then why are we doing it? Because those are our desires, our endeavors. Very, very important. Then we can say, oh, okay, yes, yes, I will watch movies and all, and I will also chant Hare Krishna. So when we do this together, is my heart pounding while chanting? Am I crying? Is my hair standing on the end? If that is happening, then that's good. But that is not happening means there is some problem. Am I surrendering? Sarvadharman Parityajat Mamekam Saranam. Is this there in my life? Am I really surrendering? If I'm not, then there is a problem. Just like Yadav Prakash has a problem with Ramanujacharya, we have problem with Krishna consciousness. We are hearing, but we are not applying. This is a symptom actually. This is the core symptom. That is the reason why Srila Prabhupada says in this shloka, one cannot become free from dualities. I will read this sentence. He cannot be relieved of the conception of duality, which is epitomized by the duality between man and a woman. Why? Because we are thinking that I am independent of the Lord. He cannot become free from dualities. Dualities means what? Sometimes happiness, sometimes distress. Sometimes elated, joyful, sometimes dejected. You got promotion, joyful. Next day you got demoted, dejected. You got a bonus of 10K, and next year you are not getting bonus because company is not doing great. You're dejected. And we start cursing the company. What kind of company is this? So many people are getting so much bonus. Why am I not getting bonus? We start cursing. Why? Because we are in duality. We are in dualities. I'll give another example how these dualities would work. Very practical examples. For example, you called a devotee and then he appreciated you so much, stating that, oh, Prabhu, you're doing this service, that service. Oh, you're doing this. Oh, you're working and also doing this. Oh, you're surrendering nicely. Oh, great, 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 Prabhu, great, Prabhu. Next time you call the devotee, he's not picking up the phone. You call 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, he's not picking up the phone. Then what happens in the heart? Oh, this person is not nice. So where is that nice coming? Previously he was nice to you. Now he is not nice to you. Then what's the problem? Where is the problem? Is that person really nice or is that person really bad? What is the problem? The problem is not with the person, it's with us. Because we are perceiving, we concluded him that he is nice before. And then now we are, because he glorified us, right? Because he glorified us. Even the glorification should be from the heart, dear devotees. We shouldn't just say that, oh, you are great, Prabhu. Why? It should come from the heart. We shouldn't just say that you are great. You should have a reason for that. Why he is great. Now, if somebody asks me, you are great, I will immediately ask, why? Why I am great? Please tell me. What is the reason? Why do you think that I am great? Then that's an opportunity. It's important, right? We shouldn't just use this. The speech should be profound. It shouldn't be just like that. We shouldn't use these words for flattery. It's very important because if we start using the words for flattery, we should continue our life flattering. But the heart is not there. The heart is telling that I cannot do flattery, but externally I am doing flattery. What is that? We need to check with every time we need to check the heart. This is a heart science. Krishna consciousness is what? Heart science. See, Ramanujacharya, he did not go to the material world because he was being sent by the Lord himself, who's Anantashesh. Even Nityananda, he didn't go to preach. He was being told by Lord Chaitanya, oh, no, 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 how many days you'll stay with me? Go preach this Krishna consciousness. In couple of days, we are seeing Nityananda Ram's appearance day. Nityananda Trayodasi, Monday. Tomorrow is Ekadashi. Today is Ramanujacharya's disappearance. All beautiful. Yesterday was Madhvacharya's disappearance day. Wow. So continuous 5 days festival. I remember one of the devotee in New Vrindavan, very amazing soul. He left the body at this time. Hari Kirtan Prabhu. What kind of a way? What is that way of leaving that body? Amazing. He's fully surrendered. He has nothing. He has nothing to himself. Completely gave it up for the pleasure of spiritual master, for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada. For them, you will see this kind of way of leaving the body. Auspicious moment. This is what we need to ask for. Anya abhilash anta kale cha maveva. We are all closer to death actually. Every moment we are closer to death. Yam yam va pishmaran mabam tajantante kalevaram. Whatever we remember, whatever we discuss, whatever we understand, whatever we hear, whatever we gain, whatever we cultivated, that knowledge, that will all come at the time of death. So that's why, dear devotees, let us all hear, let us be absorbed. Please try to hear attentively. Please, it's important. This is a great science. That is the reason why Krishna says to Arjuna, Ma manusmara yujata. My dear Arjuna, you do smarana, you do my smarana and fight. Ma manusmara. Without smarana, we shouldn't do anything in this world. Even while chanting also, we should have this smarana. Am I hearing? Am I thinking about the Lord? See, entire day, if you are thinking about materialistic activities, we cannot think about the Lord during chanting. For example, we are so much engrossed in materialistic activities. We are seeing that, we are watching this, we are watching that, doing so many things. And then again, we want to chant. It's difficult actually. We cannot do that. Cannot do that, dear devotees. I'm not telling that you are doing, but there is a chance. Every moment there is a chance. Because mind will always tell, why don't you watch this video? Why don't you see this? See that? Why don't you check stock market? It's not good. That is detrimental to our spiritual life. If anybody is serious to go back home, back to Godhead, then we should avoid all these things. Very important. Very important. Shamaraska Mataji was speaking from Nectar of Instruction, where Srila Prabhupada is mentioning that one should have a spiritual master in one's life. Yes, for sure. We should have an instructing spiritual master. We should have an initiating spiritual master. Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru. Shikshana is very important. Very, very important. We should always cultivate, we should always aspire to have right association. If our association is inspiring us to move forward in Krishna consciousness, we need to continue taking that association more and more. We should never leave association of devotees. We should always hanker. Prabhupada mentions about donkey and the carrot. The owner puts a carrot in front of the donkey. And then donkey does all the work thinking that she will get the carrot. So he will ensure that she does everything, and then eventually he will give the donkey a carrot. The material nature is also doing with us the same thing. She's showing us the carrot. Okay, you do this, you do that. You do this, you do that. You can do this, you can do that. You can understand this, you can know this, you can perform this, do that. What this is doing? This is doing nothing actually. This is keeping us in this material world life after life. We should always think, my dear Lord, today I got an opportunity to chant your names. Today I got an opportunity to become free from the dualities of this life. Let me use this opportunity to the best of my ability. Please, Krishna, please give me this opportunity. Let me use this opportunity to the best of my ability. Please, can you please help me? This should be the mode of going to the Lord. If you go to the Lord and then say, my dear Lord, please give me my job. Please give me that. Please give me this. We can go there. We can go to the Lord for that. But we should move forward. We cannot stay there ever. We cannot stay there continuously. So Yadav Prakash, he became envious of Ramanujacharya because Ramanujacharya is becoming great person, great devotee. He wanted to kill him. And then through that pastime, Ramanujacharya would see Lakshmi Narayan. What happens after that? They have all, Yamunacharya would plan Yadav Prakash. Yadav Prakash would plan to take all his disciples to Kashi. Then he would ask Ramanujacharya, Ramanujacharya, will you also come? Ramanujacharya says, I need to ask my mother. And he goes to his mother and then he asks that, I want to go to Kashi. Because my spiritual master is asking me to go. He goes there. And then he was being sent out by another person called Govinda. Because Govinda knows the intention of Yadav Prakash. And then and then Ramanujacharya goes back. He goes back from there. And then he's worried, how will I go back to Kanchipuram? Because Kanchipuram is a place where they stay. That is where Varadarajulu, the lordships, Lord Vishnu and Lakshmi Devi, they reside. It's a great temple. This is in South India. So he is dejected. He's about to go back. But it was difficult for him. He was dejected. But eventually the Lord himself comes and then they protect him and then take him back to the temple. Just see, a devoted devotee is always protected by the Lord. That is the reason why they don't worry about this world, what's going to happen this, what's going to happen that. They're completely absorbed. Completely. They're not worried about trials and tribulations. They're not worried. They're totally dependent. Here, this person is worried because he's worried about his position. He is worried about his name and fame. But here, Ramanujacharya is not worried about that. He's worried, how can I serve? He's worried about his service to the Lord. This we need to learn. When we have this consciousness, then we will be free from the dualities of this world. Always be absorbed. Whatever we are doing, try to be absorbed. Try to be absorbed. Very important. Hare Krishna. So I wanted to stop here because I want to stop at 8. Sorry, I have other other services which I need to perform. So I will leave the floor here. If anyone has any questions, we can discuss. We have 8 more minutes. Anyone has anything to share? That's the reason why I stopped, because somebody can can share, ask anything. Anyone has anything to ask? Geeta Mataji, Praveen Govind Prabhu, SK iPhone Prabhu, Vinod Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for a wonderful class. I'm good. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Geeta Mataji came from India after a month or so. So let us chant after you finish your class and all 3 times Hari Bol.
Yes, Prabhuji. Welcome back, Geeta Mataji. Hari
She came only yesterday.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Yes, we were missing you, Mataji. Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very nice.
Hare Krishna,
Yes.
Prabhuji. Dandat Pranam. All good to Shri
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, it was very nice, and it is very nice to hear you every time. I feel like that I'm in New Vrindavan, so
Hare Krishna.
it gives me a heart touch feelings, I can say. And especially when you mentioned about Hari Kirtan Prabhu, who uh, passed away on which day you mentioned, Prabhu? Would you please tell
Ekadashi.
me again? Ekadashi.
I
Which
think the last year when he passed away, 3 Tithis came on the same day.
Hari Bol.
So it was a very, very special. It was not just Ekadashi.
Yeah.
It was not just Nityananda Trayadashi, but 3 Tithis came on the same day. So that day he passed away.
Yes,
Hari
Prabhu.
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Sai.
Because yeah,
There is Vama
I know
Dwadashi
what
also.
the
Hari Bol.
way
Hari
you
Bol.
mentioned Hari Bol. Yeah. The way you mentioned about Hari Kirtan Prabhu. So there are some souls, or some personalities we cannot see similar personalities again, which are really unique. And even I remember I used to spend a very good time with Hari Kirtan Prabhu, and you reminded me about those golden days. It is really, 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 heart touching for me. And thank you for sharing some experiences from New Vrindavan also every time whenever you speak, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Actually, I'll tell one thing and then I'll wind off. When Hari Kirtan Prabhu was offering, I think this was last Janmashtami or before the Janmashtami, not last, but the before Janmashtami, where they made big laddus actually at the temple, and they all offered it to and he personally offered it to Shishi Radhavindavan Chandra.
Hari Bol.
So then what happened is, after taking out the boga, he told me personally, he said, one of the laddu was eaten by Radhavindavan Chandra, Shishi Radhavindavan Chandra.
Hari Bol.
So he showed me that, this laddu, this was full, but now it is not full. It was eaten, 10-15% was literally eaten physically by the lordships.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
So this is the attitude which they have. They have deep relationships with the Lord. So that's why we don't perceive the person, but we perceive about him when he leaves. So it's very important. What Srila Prabhupada is giving us that wonderful platform. That is the whole point of that is the whole point of establishing this organization. Develop good relationships among devotees. Aspire to become pure devotees, and then go back home, back to Godhead. We do not have any other business here. This should be our business. If we pursue this, dear devotees, we will do great. And then there are so many senior citizens also. We should aspire to chant more because you'll have more free time. Should aspire to chant more. You should aspire to hear more because we don't know when our number will come. We should be very clear. We should be pretty clear with our life that all my responsibilities are done now. Now let me focus more on Krishna. Let me focus more on the process. Let me hear more about Srila Prabhupada. Let me know more about this. This we need to aspire more and more. So continue, take association every day, hear every day, and then discuss more. Again, when you have free time, read, hear Srila Prabhupada, hear from Srila Prabhupada, read his books. Please do it again and again, again and again. Develop deep relationship. Then we get that conviction that this is the only thing which we have in this world. Otherwise, we will never get conviction. If we do not take right association, we will never get that conviction. We should always aspire for that association. It's very, very important. This is our whole purpose. This is the goal of our life. Anukulyena sankalpa, pratikulyasya varjanam. Anukulyena sankalpa means what? Accept everything which is favorable to Krishna consciousness. And then reject everything which is not favorable to Krishna consciousness. And this is dependent on our choices which we select. If our choices are correct, then we take this. If our choices are not correct, then we reject this. Because Krishna is also not forcing. So when we stay in the association, that association is forcing that desire to come in our heart. Now you just think about this. Does this wealth help us? No matter how much you take care of your health, still it will deteriorate one day. That doesn't mean that we don't take care of our health. We take care of our health to serve the Lord. We take care of our health nicely to serve our spiritual master. Because that is the motive. Tatho rajostamo bhava khama lobhastayascha chetayetar anavitam sitam sattve prasiddhati. We should aspire to come to the platform of sattva guna. That happens when we have nityam bhagavata seva, nashta prayasho bhadresho. That is the whole point why Srila Prabhupada told us to have this program, everyday Bhagavatam, everyday hearing. We should come together and chant together. We should at least chant for 1.5 hours together. Half an hour, we can chant. If possible, if there is a chance, you could chant all 2 hours together. But we need to have that. We need to have that platform. And then we need to hear every day. This is a secret. If we want to be successful in Krishna consciousness, this is the secret. Mam anusmar yudhyacha. That smarana has to happen. Smarana, anusmarana. What is that anusmarana? Mam anusmarana. Anusmarana means what? Following in the footsteps of our acharyas. Hare Krishna. That is what I want to convey. Thank you all very much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you
Let's
so
stop
much for
here.
this nectarine
Thank you.
class. Yes, Prabhuji. And yesterday only at last minute I requested you, and you very kindly accepted the request and gave such a wonderful class. And you have to go now, I know, for your work. So just wanted to let you know that iPhone is Manju Mataji and SK is uh, Surendra Prabhu, Geeta Mataji, and Vinod Prabhu. They all are senior citizens, Prabhuji, and they are. You explain so nicely about like how they can spend their remaining time in Krishna service and chanting and reading Bhagavad Gita. And they are doing that, Prabhuji.
Yes, yes,
We
yes.
we
Please.
visited to New Vrindavan before 2 years, and the
Nice.
priest of New Vrindavan led them to do this service or chanting every day. I'm
Nice.
so grateful, and you explained very nicely about that, Prabhuji.
Please continue to give your association to them. Inspire them to read, inspire them to hear. Please give your association to them regularly.
Sure, sure.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, this
Hare
all
Krishna.
credit go to Savita Mataji.
No,
Yes.
no, no, Prabhuji. No, please.
Shamras Kamata, you should become more sincere. That's my prayers. That's my request. Become more and more sincere so that you can give this to others, especially the senior devotees which you are cultivating. Please give them your relationship.
She is very
Please.
dedicated, so, Prabhuji. Savita Mataji is beyond ultimate for us.
Prabhuji. No,
I mean,
Mataji, please,
we have
please.
no words to thank her to be here today.
Hare Krishna. Please continue to take our association, Gita Mataji.
Thank you,
Please
Prabhuji.
take our association more and
Prabhuji,
more.
before we end the call, can I ask you a question? It may be a little
Yes.
negative.
Yes. Please ask.
So I just returned from India yesterday. Prabhuji, I went to Vrindavan.
Okay.
I had my dream, I try because I live in Delhi in India. So I thought this was my third trip to Vrindavan. And whenever I'm here, I'm dreaming of Vrindavan. This was so. But Prabhuji, this trip I got so sick. And I'm in a dichotomy because of the unfortunate part in India when you go is the hygiene, in these places. And we were very lucky to be associated with one Prabhuji from ISKCON also. And we went everywhere, Damodar Leela, where also they gave us milk ka prasad, you know, and over there, and then water from Sham Kund, Radha Kund, which is so dirty. I have to say that, Prabhuji, we put in our mouth, and I got sick from minute zero after that. What do you do? We got all the prasad from there. I'm not touching now because, at one end it is a prasad, but the other end we have to look at our health also. I'm still recovering after 15 days, Prabhuji. But I don't know. I'm very fond of Vrindavan, but I'm scared now.
Hare Krishna. So I also went to Vrindavan last year with my spiritual master, with my instructing, my Shiksha Guru to Vrindavan. And we were there for 10 days. It's a great experience. But Mataji, anytime visiting Dham, we should go with devotee association. That is the reason why our scriptures always say that develop good relationships. Go aspire, take that relationship where they really want to do Krishna consciousness. So get that association. So when we have that association, Mataji, naturally mercy flows through that association. When we go alone, we are already, we are not in that stage of, because we are new, we are practicing Krishna consciousness now. So I wouldn't recommend going alone to any dham. I personally have been in this movement for like 12 years or so. I only went dham 2 times. One Mayapur and one Vrindavan. One with my initiating spiritual master, His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj. That was in the year 2015. And then last year I went with my Shiksha Guru. These two are the only times when I went to the dham. So dham has to be seen through their eyes, not our eyes, not our vision. We might be close to Vrindavan, it might be Delhi, close to those places. But Mataji, when we go in the association of devotees, then we feel sheltered and protected. Because we do not have that right consciousness and attitude to see the dham. So that is the reason why we should always hanker for that association. But when we take that association, what happens is all the inabilities are taken care, because because we are going on behalf of, we are going with them. So they would pray for us because we are with them. We are under their shelter and guidance. We are sheltered and protected. So even though if something happens to us, there are devotees with us who can give us the right guidance and the right things to be done at right time. So that is the reason, personally, this is my personal experience. Without devotee association, we shouldn't go anywhere. It's better to stay at home and chant Hare Krishna rather than going to Vrindavan. Very, very important. We think that, okay, I'll get this, I'll get that benediction. See, until the heart is purified, we will not go back home, back to Godhead. For example, even if we leave the body in Vrindavan, if our heart is not good, then actually Krishna would send us out of Vrindavan during the time of death. For example, I've seen some devotees who would go to Vrindavan and then stay there so that they would leave their body. But somehow, shape or form, they would go out of Vrindavan and then they would leave their body. So even they leave their body in Vrindavan, if the consciousness is not right, again they have to come. See, what we do is we do offenses after going there. When the offenses are done, then it's a problem actually. Why we shouldn't go alone? Because we will do offenses there. I'll tell one important aspect. Always remember this. We should all remember this. What is that? No doubt going to Dham is great. No doubt Dham will give 10,000 times of what we have done, our spiritual activities. But the same Dham will also give 10,000 times sinful reactions if we are inattentive there, if we are offensive there. That is also there. Pious credits, the blessing is also there, but at the same time, if we do an offense, then it will be reacted 10,000 times. If we let's say if we did that, even in our mind and consciousness, we should not offend the other person. What to speak of putting in action, even within the mind. So that's why we require a lot of training. That is the reason we shouldn't go alone. That's why we should have a guide in our life who can tell, oh, can I do this? Can I do that? Can I perceive this? Can I not perceive this? Arjuna himself, he is asking Krishna, Krishna, can you please help me because I'm dejected now? In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, Arjuna says to Krishna that Krishna, I'm in a difficult situation. We started in Saturday classes, right? Bhagavad Gita. He's telling very clearly, Krishna, I'm in a dejected situation. My heart is not reacting anything. You please guide me what I should do. So likewise, we should have a guide in our life who can guide us in the right direction. We should give that relationship, and then that person should also be willing to give us that relation. So through that relation, what they would tell, oh Mataji, no Mataji, you shouldn't go alone. We will go some other time. Because then these things will happen and manifest. So slowly, this is an opportunity for us to understand. And if you actually see, the faith on the Dham is also decreased because we went alone, right?
Actually, Prabhuji, I didn't go alone. I went with one Prabhuji from ISKCON.
So again, I say, do you know about that Prabhuji? How many days since you know about that Prabhuji? We should be very careful, even with association. We should really understand how sincere that person is. I'm not judging or doing anything, but we need to understand. Very, very important. We need to take right association.
So let me ask you, Prabhuji, that Yamuna water in Vrindavan, we went to, not take a dip, but just put some water on our head. When we went there, it was so black that we didn't even touch it. Now, maybe that was rejecting Yamuna, how do we know? But actually, one didn't feel like touching it. It was so bad. So these are small things. Now, Radha Kund, Sham Kund, so dirty water. How can you put it in your mouth?
See, our external vision might be different, Mataji, but the Dham is always carrying that. The Dham is shown to the devotees, always. Our vision might be, once we purify, once we know the glories of them through the process of Shravanam, see, externally we are seeing those things. That is external vision, but internally there are so many things going on. I'll give an example. Internal perception is what really important to perceive anything in this world. Okay, you're seeing that. See, that is why it is recommended us not to go there, because we will see this. Right? We will see this. That is why how do we see? How do we see Dham? Through the heart of a pure devotee, through the heart of Vaishnava, through the heart of our acharyas, through the heart of Srila Prabhupada. Then we can see Dham. Otherwise, we cannot see Dham. We cannot see. That is the reason why it has been said, do not go there, because this is an offense. You shouldn't go there. It's an offense.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. That is the whole point, Mataji. Why our Acharya, why Srila Prabhupada continuously reiterate about this? This is the reason actually. Once we are trained up in the process, once we understand the essence, then we know why Mother Yamuna is like that. Then we would understand why Mother Yamuna is like that. Because of whom? Because of us. Because of us, Mother Yamuna is like that. Because we throw contamination in Mother Yamuna, all pollution into Mother Yamuna. Because it is us who has done that. Then we see it is our mistake. Why Mother Yamuna is like that? It is not Mother Yamuna's mistake, it is our mistake. It is my problem. My problem is not your problem. Generally, I'm telling it is a problem of this world. Everybody wants to use things, but nobody wants to serve them. That's the problem. That is the reason why she's like that. She's actually showing us a great lesson. That it is a way how this material world is designed. That's how this is perceived like this. It is our problem, because if you see 400 years back, Mother Yamuna was not like that. It is like that now, but not 400 years back or 100 years back, 200 years back. It was not like that. Because of whom? Because of our things. That's the problem. That is a problem. When the heart is transformed, then everything will be revealed. Then we will understand the essence. Then through their association, when we go to the same place, we get great experiences, which we all felt when we went with our spiritual master. I will tell one class, not one class, so many classes about the glories of Vrindavan. Because it's only through that hearing, it's only through that Shravana, we can perceive them. We cannot perceive through our vision because our vision is imperfect. Can I see everything in this room? Can I see what all of you are doing in your room? I cannot see what all of you are doing in your room because my senses are imperfect. So with imperfect senses, I cannot see anything. What can I see? What to speak of Dham? I cannot even see what's happening in my next room. What to speak of Dham? I cannot even see Dham. I cannot. That's why I need association. Through that association, I can see. Through that association, I can tell why Mother Yamuna is like that. Through that association, I can tell why Radhakund, Shamakund is like that. What is it teaching us? It is all through our misfortune. We are in a misfortune state. That's why we are suffering so much in this world. That is the reason we should always take shelter. Always take right association. Very, very important. So if a person wearing tilak dhoti, that doesn't mean that he's a devotee. He's practicing devotee. He's trying to aspire to become a devotee. Devotee, when you see devotee, he'll be different. His consciousness will be completely different. He'll not speak about material things. He'll not speak about this, that. He'll not speak about because his perception is always to find the essence in everything. There's so many things, Mata. We need to be trained actually in the process. This very difficult to get that training.
Yes, Prabhuji, like they always, when you reach Vrindavan, everybody keeps saying, oh, you're so lucky, Radha Rani ke, agar Radha Rani nahi chahte, to aap aate bhi nahi Vrindavan. So one thought, one is very lucky to come. So I now think to myself, thank God, थोड़े में बच गए, क्या पता इससे भी बड़ा कुछ हो सकता था,
Yes.
Anyway, it's not a big deal. I just asked a small question. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
No, definitely. Thank you. It is very important question. It is not a small question. It is very important. Because we need to train our heart in the right perception. When the heart is trained, then there is a chance to advance in the process of Krishna. Otherwise, we will be bewildered because we are in Vrindavan and now we are bewildered, seeing that, hey, what is this? This is Yamuna. Why is it like this? This is Radhakund. Why is it like this? Because I remember.
And Prabhuji, we did Damodar, Govardhan Parikrama on foot. So everybody after that started saying, you're not young. Why did you do 23 kilometers by foot? You should have taken a toto. So,
Very nice. Very nice.
I thought we are doing with our heart and
Yes.
we are falling sick. Maybe
Yes. That's nice. That's nice. You're above 60. You did by walk. That's great. I remember last year when we went around 400 devotees. We all did by foot. It was very great experience, jubilating experience. Such a wonderful nectar. See, there are this thing you need to relish, Mataji. The thing which you just said now, this you need to relish more and more. And then whenever you think about that Radhakund and that Mother Yamuna, we should always think that Mother Yamuna is given herself to this world. And just see how the people have used it. And then this is her situation now. Externally, it is very difficult to go and then perform that action. Just see her selfless attitude. This we need to perceive. She gave herself completely to this world so that people come, they dip, they try to get rid of the sinful activities and then go and then again continue doing sense gratification and then again come and dip, again do sense gratification, again come and dip, again doing sense gratification. So she's taking the all sinful activities, sinful reactions, sinful tendencies of the people. That's why you see so many people going going and taking bath in river, but they will not try to hear from a devotee. They will go and take bath, but there is no Shravana. Unless and until the Shravana Shakti comes, we cannot perceive this world. We cannot, because it will baffle us. We are in Vrindavan, but it will baffle us. We are actually in Vrindavan, but what it is doing, it is baffling us. Stating that, oh, this Vrindavan is bad, this is bad, this is bad. It is baffling us. It is keeping us where? Dualities. We discussed about that in our class today, about the dualities. Dualities of what? This and this, happiness and distress. So we are in Vrindavan, but in dualities. But when we are really absorbed, then we will come out of dualities. That is why we need to have association. Association is key. Very, very important. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Bharata Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, always to Sri Prabhupada. Such a nice discussion I was listening to. I was privy to. Yeah, it is. You said it perfectly nicely. So the dham should be absorbed by the ears, not the eyes, and the dham should be and the ears will receive the katha from a pure devotee. So that is very important. Yes, I mean, Prabhupada says that even though Mother Ganges may be having very murky water with lot of fena, that is lot of froth, and lot of that hyacinth, water hyacinth, but still during the rainy season this happens in Mother Ganga, but still Mother Ganga will wash away the sins of the sinners. So the purity of the Mother Ganga's water doesn't go away. Same, yes, that doesn't, of course, discount our demoniac misuse of the Mother Nature or even Mother Jamuna. The Delhi industries, they have hugely polluted those. They're still Ganga Action Plan is also half done possibly, and Yamuna Action Plan not yet started. So yes, so those things have to be done, of course. But I mean, if we see from the devotee perspective, Yamuna, so I would perceive it as I'm unqualified. That's why Yamuna has turned herself for me to be black, or Shamkund. I'm not qualified to get to the near the water of Shamkund Radhakund. That's why Shamkund Radhakund is manifesting to me as murky water. So I would take it as that, and so that being the situation, I would try to go to the Ekachakra Dham first, so to get the blessings of Prabhu Nityananda, so that I get the qualification, and then to Mayapur Dham, Udarya Dham, so that being unqualified in this Kali Yuga, I would receive first the blessings of with some seva, of course, in the Ekachakra Dham and the Mayapur Dham, some seva, so to get the blessings of the
Actually, to be dejected, to be diseased in Dham is also a blessing. We don't perceive that in that way because our consciousness is not, high enough to really understand that science. For example, if a person is diseased in Dham, or if a person dies in Dham, that's a blessing.
Yeah, that is also correct. So basically,
it's a blessing. We don't perceive that. That is the reason Shravana Shakti, when Shravanam is not there at the deeper level, when we really don't understand, when we just hear to hear, when we just hear just to speak, that will not perceive, that will not change our consciousness. Gangara para sahole pashate pavana darshane pavitra kore tomara guna. So by taking bath in Mother Ganges, one will be purified of the sins. But simply by taking darshan of a pure devotee, everything is eradicated. So Mother Ganges is taking the sins of all sinful people. But where that sins would go? Who will purify that? When a pure devotee dips in that water, then she's pacified. Because Mother Ganges would go to Krishna. She would request, oh, there's so many people coming to me. It's they're leaving all this sins in me. It's problem. Then Lord says, no, don't worry. My pure devotee will come and then they will pacify you.
Yeah, it is.
That is a state actually. What kind of state is that? And then we should not pursue that I am that pure devotee. That's another foolishness.
So
We shouldn't
Prabhuji,
pursue that.
you mentioned, Prabhuji, that it is a blessing to be sinned in Vrindavan. I mean, to get
Yes.
disease. Why is that?
Yes, absolutely true. It's a blessing. It's a blessing, Mataji, to get that. To be infected in Vrindavan, that is great infection. That is greater infection for us. That's great, actually. It's a blessing.
गीता जी आपने भी तो खुद अभी बोला ना कि अपना हम थोड़े में छूट गए, तो दैट इज ए ब्लेसिंग. थोड़े में छूट गए.
No, छूट गए नहीं, वो मिलना भी blessing है. That, Mataji, what you receive, that's a blessing. That's a blessing, actually. Who will get that blessing? You are fortunate to have that blessing in your life. Really fortunate. I'm not just speaking that you'll be happy. No. That is coming from my heart. Yes, you are really blessed.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So, Prabhuji, have you heard of Swami? I know you're in a rush. Only one more little question. You've heard of Swami Premananda ji?
No.
He's not from the ISKCON.
No,
but
I don't know.
they say he's a realized soul. So he goes every morning at 2 a.m. to take a dip in Yamuna. So maybe that's helping Yamuna ji. Yeah.
Yeah, and then another point I was thinking about was the Raga. Vrindavan residents are Ragatmikas. So we are sadhakas. So there is a difference. So
Prabhu, that Ragatmika is also given by a devotee.
Correct. So yes, Vrindavan Dhambasi is a qualification by itself. So
yes,
people will not be a Dhambasi by whatever by a particular karma only. I mean, with the piety. So
it is gifted by a devotee. That
correct.
state is gifted by a devotee. Yes.
Yeah. So the Dhambasi, born in Dham, raised in Dham, means at least in the past life he has done some lot of sadhana, so that he became a Dhambasi.
Prabhu, it is not through sadhana which one would get Dhamvasi. It is not through one sadhana proper clearly reiterates in nectar of instruction. It is through the association of a pure devotee. It is through his mercy one will perceive Dham.
Yes. I mean, yes, sadhana means association also.
Our sadhana, our chanting, our rounds, they will not help us to come to that platform of pure devotion service. It is only through mercy of another pure devotee we get that.
Correct. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu, please tell.
Yes, chanting in association, of course, ABCD, association, books, chanting, and that.
Again, association where we are taking is what matters. We need to really inquire. We need to really understand. That is the reason. If you see Srila Prabhupada's life, Srila Prabhupada did not take Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's association just like that. He inquired before. He asked questions, why this, why that. He inquired and then he understood us. Yes, he is a self-realized soul. Then he took his association. It's very, very important. So we need to take right association. See, for example, in association also so many things would go like that. Okay, we take association, but what are we discussing? That is what is important. So that association, ABCD, what you said is absolutely right. That association has to be right. That association should inspire us to do pure devotion service more and more. And then everything will become a natural process in our life.
Yeah, that is why we have to find the devotee.
Yes, we should find a pure devotee and take his association. Otherwise, it will not help us.
Yeah.
For example, if we are For example, I'm just giving an example. For example, if you are materially engrossed and then we are taking another devotee association who is also materially engrossed, we shouldn't say they are devotees, they are practicing devotees. Devotee means there are no dualities, completely free. Free from everything. Dana, Jana, Sundari, free from everything. That is devotee. We should take that association. Why? Because we will also get that.
Yeah.
So we will also get that conviction. Yes, what Srila Prabhupada was telling is absolutely true. We'll get that conviction. And through that conviction, we'll come to surrender. Prabhu, until surrender comes into our life, devotion will not begin.
Yeah.
It's a fact actually. I'm not just telling, it's a fact. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12, Krishna clearly reiterates about that. Until if you come to that platform, your devotion is not begun. Krishna says that. After surrender only, whatever spiritual activities we do, it makes more sense. Because that is going to the heart. See, if you read today's sloka, Prabhupada is clearly reiterating about that. One cannot be free from dualities if he is not coming the conception, if he is not able to realize that he's not completely self-realized. He cannot be free from the dualities. That person has to be self-realized. Then only he'll be free from dualities. Free from self-realized, he has to be self-realized means he should come to the platform of surrender.
So,
Only after surrender, self-realization happens.
so self surrender, I personally think I am doing surrender to my utmost possibility. So I know next class maybe we can discuss the basic 4-5 things a common man can do to surrender. You know, next class. Next class, Prabhupada.
Anukulyana sankalpa, yes, Mataji, definitely. Praturkulyasana varjana.
There's a six elements of surrender.
So, knowing that elements is one thing, following that is another thing. For that, we require mercy. We should beg. We should beg, please, I want this. I really want to become a devotee. Please, Krishna, please help. Please help, my dear Lord. Parikshit Maharaj, we see Parikshit Maharaj's example. The moment he came to know that he will be leaving the body, he gave up his kingdom. See, if that person is attached to the kingdom, he would never leave that kingdom. But that person is not attached to the kingdom. Even we see through life of Srila Prabhupada, pure devotee, exalted Acharya, who is the Acharya of this entire, he is a Jagat Guru. That personality, he established 108 temples, is about to leave the body. He says, do you have any desire? Prabhupada says, Kuch icha nahi hai, I do not have any other desire. Are yaar, he established 108 temples, he has no desire? No, kuch icha nahi hai. Millions of dollars are coming from the temples? No, he says, kuch icha nahi. That means he is there, but he is not here. He has done it, but he is not with us. Just see this consciousness. This is a pure devotee's consciousness.
So,
Through this,
Prabhupada ji was a gopi, right? And during Krishna's time, was one of the gopis.
Srila Prabhupada, at some places, through his association, it has been said that Srila Prabhupada is a Gopabala in the spiritual world. He's a cowherd boy. So, some instances has been said that, and his spiritual master Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is a Manjari, and his spiritual master Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj is a Manjari. They're all pure devotees, Mataji. They directly descended from the spiritual world. Pure devotees are in the Guru Parampara, bona fide disciplic succession. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj instructing spiritual master. He is also a Manjari. His spiritual master Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, he is also a Manjari. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he is a Manjari, who is a father of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. They are all Manjaris. What we are receiving is amazing actually. We will not receive anywhere else. This is the only place where we will receive this. Unimaginable. Unimaginable. This is great actually. What we are in the lineage of Krishna, in the lineage of these descendants of exalted acharyas. So that means whatever we speak, whatever we see, whatever he is here is actually we are representing them. then how careful we should be with our dealings. Right? How careful we should be.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Then we realize the greatness, then we will follow these principles for their pleasure. I'll simply do this to please Srila Prabhupada. I'll simply do this to please my spiritual master. I have no other motive, my dear Lord. Then naturally surrender will come. Those 6 things which are there, it will manifest in your heart naturally. We should have that desire. Please, Krishna, please give me an opportunity. Please. I really want to become a devotee. Please, my time is running out. Please, Krishna. Parikshit Maharaj had 7 days. I don't know, I have 7 moments, Krishna. Please give me that opportunity. Please, Krishna. We beg and weep in front of our acharyas, in front of the Lord. This is the essence of Krishna consciousness, Mataji. And naturally, we will become self-realized. Naturally, we will be free from dualities. Otherwise, we will not be free from dualities. We will come again and again. Charvita Charvina. We'll hear the class and then go and have sex. Because that is not there in the heart. When things are not happening in the heart, then external things will give importance to us. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, when his spiritual master was leaving, he left his body. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So many people started coming to them and then telling that, oh, I'm his disciple. I'm his disciple. But actually, there were no disciples to Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. The only disciple was Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who's a spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada. And then he started asking, okay, because they wanted to take his body, because through that body they wanted to do business with that body. The so-called devotees, not devotees actually. They wanted to do business. Anyone who comes to the organization and then wanted to do business, they're not devotees. They are using the organization for making some money, name, fame, profit, adoration. That's business. That is business mind. They will never understand Krishna. Because they're anarthas, right? Anarthas sitting in the heart. So likewise, here these personalities, they came and then they started telling that he is my spiritual master, he belongs to me. And then one person wants to take Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj with him, and then the other person wants to take Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj with him. So there are so many people coming and then arguing that no, I belong, I'm his disciple, I'm his only disciple. And then Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj came there. And then he came there and then he started telling, okay. I will ask you a question. Because they are all in Dham. That was in, he left the body in Mayapur. He's in the Dham. And then all personalities came. And then Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur asked them, when was the last time you had sex? Then he started this question. Did you associate with the woman in your last year? Then you shouldn't touch this personality. Then nobody came. Then he asked, within last 1 month, then nobody came because they all associated with women. Within last few days, still nobody came. Then Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, you are not devotee, you go away from this place. Then he took his spiritual master and then he did the final rites to his spiritual master because he is the only disciple. He is a Naishtika Brahmachari, staunch devotee. These are all manjaris, exalted personalities. Just by seeing them, we will become free from these unwanted desires of materialistic so-called happiness of this world. Dana, Jana, Sundari. That will not give happiness to us. But we cannot come out of that. But through their mercy, through the mercy of our Acharya, through the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, through the mercy of spiritual master, we can come out of that. Because we do not have any other thing, any other shelter. You are the only shelter to me. If we take this shelter in this way, then we will naturally come to the platform of surrender. Otherwise, this sex life will kill us in so many ways. This material life will kill us in so many ways. Hare Krishna. I didn't realize the time. It's 7:40. I was planning to stop at 7. Please forgive me if I spoke anything wrong. Hope your day is good after this. And
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. And Prabhuji, I remember one last 1 second that
Yes.
about Mother Ganga and all Saptanadis. So when I was listening Bhagavatam with my grandmother that time, so Saptanadia were in one Rishi's ashram and they were doing jhadu. And then the Rishi or somebody asked them, why you are doing jhadu? You are so great rivers. तो यहाँ पे आके तुम झाड़ू क्यों कर रहे हो? That time they told that कि हमारे इसमें सब लोग गंदगी डाल देते हैं, लेकिन ये ऋषि के प्योर डिवोटी के आश्रम में आके हम सेवा करेंगे तो हमारी सब डर्टीनेस चली जाएगी. So that was I remember those past time, Prabhuji.
Nice. Service to pure devotees is the only shelter for us. When we serve pure devotees, then the heart is transformed. That should be our goal and motive. All these unwanted desires will run away when we serve pure devotees. Thank you, Mataji, for sharing
So,
that.
Prabhuji, you're in New Vrindavan?
I'm in Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. But I served there for some time. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
So let's pay obeisance to all the Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarvescha kripa sindhu vaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anant Koti Vaishnav ki jai.
Hare
Namacharya
Krishna.
ki jai.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
If I caused any inconvenience through my speech, please excuse me. Hare Krishna.
No problem. Sridhar Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Ki jai,
Uh,
jai,
Neela
Thank you all
Govind
very
Prabhu
much.
ji ki jai.
Jai.
jai,
Thank you,
jai.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Sorry, we
Hare
took
Krishna.
a
Hare
long
Bol.
time, Prabhu.
Hare Bol. Hare Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
sorry, because of us, you got delay for your work. Hari Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol.